Today on Newsbytes, a single typo threatens U.S. military security. China puts a tighter lock on its internet, a massive silicone spill after a Pennsylvania train derailment, and Russia's power play in the global grain market. Buckle up for some quick news on Newsbytes. Here's a wild one for you. For a decade, a typo has been causing a massive leak of U.S. military emails. People have been mistyping .mil, the suffix for U.S. military email addresses, as .ml, the country identifier for Mali. This blunder has been happening for 10 years and has led to a leak of sensitive data, including medical records, identity documents, and even travel plans for the Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army. Johannes Zorbier, a Dutch internet entrepreneur managing Mali's country's domain, has been collecting these misdirected emails for the past 6 months, trying to get the US to take the issue seriously. He's sitting on nearly 117,000 misdirected messages. But here's the real kicker. Control of the ML domain is now shifting from Zorbier to Mali's government, which is closely allied with BRICS. So, what happens when these misdirected emails start landing in the hands of a foreign government? Who knows? All right, China's President Xi Jinping is tightening his grip on the internet. He's calling for a solid security barrier around China's online world, all under the watchful eye of the Communist Party. He insists that managing, operating, and ensuring access to the internet must be done in accordance with the law. This directive was delivered to officials at a 2-day cybersecurity meeting in Beijing, and this move is just the latest in Xi's decade-long push for control in everything from politics to cyberspace. With laws on data storage and critical information infrastructure already in place, Xi's latest call is a clear signal. The internet is another tool for the party. Here's a quick rundown. A train derailment in Pennsylvania has led to a massive leak of silicone pellets. The accident, involving 16 cars of a CSX train, occurred in White Marsh Township. The train was carrying a variety of chemical materials, including urea, tetrafluoroethylene, polyethylene, and trash. The car containing the silicone pellets broke open, but authorities have confirmed that these pellets pose no threat to public safety. The cause of the crash? Weather, according to CSX. The incident led to temporary evacuations, but residents were allowed to return home once the spilled contents were deemed safe, and no injuries have been reported. Right, here's the latest. Russia has put a pause on a UN-brokered deal that allowed Ukraine to export grain through the Black Sea. This happened just after a blast damaged Russia's bridge to Crimea, which they're attributing to Ukrainian drones. This bridge is crucial for delivering supplies to Russian troops in Ukraine, and Moscow claims the suspension of the grain deal is due to issues with rules around their own exports, not because of the attack. But here's the thing, both Russia and Ukraine are major grain exporters, so this could potentially impact food prices globally, and the original deal was designed to prevent Russia from blocking Ukrainian ports.
And in social media news, Elon Musk's Twitter is still occurring financial turbulence, with Musk revealing in a tweet that the social media platform has suffered an advertising revenue drop of 50%. It's unclear exactly what time frame Musk was referring to by the 50% drop in ad revenue, but in another tweet he stated that Twitter didn't see the increase in advertising revenue that it had expected in June, adding that July is a bit more promising. Twitter Spaces, the audio application, also apparently hasn't generated any revenue yet and is, quote, still all cost. Despite aggressive cost-cutting, the social media giant is struggling to achieve positive cash flow. This comes as Twitter released payments to its top creators last week, and Musk's new CEO, Linda Yaccarino, telling investors that Twitter plans to focus on video creation, commerce partnerships, and is in early talks with political and entertainment figures, payment services, and news and media publishers. Here we go. Russia's consumer watchdog, Rospotrebnadzor, has increased health checks on flights from Egypt due to an unidentified disease with similar symptoms to dengue fever. The agency is collaborating with Egypt and international organizations to understand the disease and its potential for cross-border spread. Dengue fever is spread by mosquitoes, So without these carriers, an infected person doesn't pose a risk. About 250 citizens in the village of Al-Khat in Kinneh Governorate in Upper Egypt have complained of the disease. Symptoms were mild with fevers, bone pain and fatigue that lasted about 3 to 5 days with no hospitalization required. Epidemiological surveillance teams have been sent to investigate the complaint, and samples are being taken from patients as well as the environment as we speak.
Could a single typing error potentially tip diplomatic scales? What does a secure internet mean for China's digital freedoms, and how might grain politics shape our dinner plates? Share your thoughts below and stay connected. If you want your news straight, no chaser, hit that subscribe button, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more news that gets straight to the point. See you next time on Newsbytes.